Imagine a predator larger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex, with lethal claws capable of gutting its prey in a single swipe, and jaws more powerful than those of a crocodile, designed to seize any creature daring enough to cross its path. A monster that not only dominated the land, but also glided silently through rivers and lagoons, lurking in the shadows like a prehistoric specter. Its reign in the Cretaceous ecosystem made it one of the most formidable beasts to have ever existed. When we think of the most fearsome predators of prehistory, the first names that come to mind are Tyrannosaurus Rex and Carcharodontosaurus. And yes, these titans have earned their reputation as the ultimate hunters of their time. But what if I told you there was a predator that might have been even more terrifying? A creature so formidable that it could challenge our understanding of what we thought was possible among carnivorous dinosaurs. What was the largest and most formidable species of its lineage? Could it truly rival the greatest hunters of its era? How did it hunt? And what made it so different from other prehistoric giants? Today, we will delve into the secrets of this Cretaceous colossus, analyzing its strength, its hunting strategy, and discovering whether it truly deserved its fearsome reputation. Get ready to meet the true king of the Mesozoic swamps, the imposing Spinosaurus aegyptiacus. First, we must travel back in time to when our planet seemed like a completely different world, one that actually existed. We're going back exactly 95 million years to the Middle Cretaceous period. Forget the vast forests that dominated the era of the Tyrannosaurus. In the world of the Spinosaurus, the scene was radically different. We find ourselves in what is now North Africa, but back then it was a tropical paradise, covered by enormous rivers, deltas, and wetland systems, much like the modern-day Amazon basin. If there was ever a place where life offered no respite, it was here. This wasn't just the home of the Spinosaurus, it was a kingdom ruled by giants. Among its neighbors were true monsters, such as Carcharodontosaurus, a carnivore over 13 meters long with serrated teeth like butcher's knives. Deltadromeus, an agile predator that could have rivaled the fastest of its kind. Paralidotan, a colossal sauropod reaching up to 30 meters in length, making it one of the largest herbivores in the world. Gigantic prehistoric fish, including Onchopristis, a massive sawfish whose fossilized spines have been found near Spinosaurus bones, suggesting it was part of its diet. Picture it, a vast delta of roaring rivers with herbivorous titans sinking their feet into the mud while carnivores lurked among the undergrowth. Cretaceous Africa was no place for the weak. What made Spinosaurus truly unique wasn't just its size, but its extreme adaptation to an aquatic lifestyle. For decades, paleontologists debated whether this dinosaur was a terrestrial hunter or a specialized fisher. But in recent years, science has revealed that Spinosaurus was a semi-aquatic predator, something never before seen among theropod dinosaurs. The fossils discovered showcase unique features in its skeleton that make it a true river predator. Dense, compact bones, similar to those of modern penguins and hippos, allowing it to submerge easily. An elongated, narrow skull filled with conical teeth perfect for catching slippery fish. Elevated nostrils positioned higher on its snout, enabling it to breathe while keeping most of its head underwater. Shorter, sturdier hind legs than usual, suggesting it wasn't a fast runner on land, but an excellent swimmer. A paddle-shaped tail which reinforced the idea that this dinosaur moved agilely through water, propelling itself like a giant crocodile. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. We have set the goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers before the first half of this year, and with your support, we can achieve it. Join this community and let's make this channel grow together. Despite its significance, Spinosaurus remained lost for decades. In 1912, the first remains of this colossus were discovered in Egypt by German paleontologist Ernst Stromer. But World War II destroyed nearly all the fossils during a bombing in Munich. This left scientists with only old drawings and descriptions. For a long time, Spinosaurus was a ghost in paleontology, a mystery that could only be unraveled in the 21st century when new remains were found in Morocco and Egypt. These discoveries revolutionized our understanding of dinosaurs, revealing that Spinosaurus wasn't just another terrestrial carnivore, but the first known swimming dinosaur. So now you know, Spinosaurus wasn't just a giant dinosaur, but a beast adapted to a ferocious ecosystem where it lurked in murky waters, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It wasn't the king of the jungle, but rather the lord of the rivers, a creature that reigned in a world of titans. But just how big was this monster, really? could it have rivaled a T-Rex in combat? How did it hunt, and how lethal was its bite? We'll find out in the next section. Spinosaurus aegyptiacus lived about 95 to 93 million years ago during the Middle Cretaceous. Its home was what is now the Sahara Desert in North Africa, a place that, while it may seem arid and inhospitable today, was vastly different during the Cretaceous. Back then, the desert was a sprawling landscape of wetlands, rivers, and lakes, making it an ideal setting for an aquatic hunter like Spinosaurus to thrive. In fact, the rocks and fossils found in the region suggest that this giant inhabited what were once vast deltas and coastlines, surrounded by both fresh water and salt water, perfect for a semi-aquatic predator. Spinosaurus was a true master of transitioning between land and water. Its adaptation to this aquatic environment is so unique that many paleontologists consider it the first clearly semi-aquatic dinosaur, similar in many ways to modern crocodiles. It lived in an era when aquatic life was incredibly diverse, and the rivers and lakes of the Cretaceous were teeming with creatures like giant fish, marine reptiles, and other dinosaurs that shared the ecosystem. The habitat of Spinosaurus was a perfect blend of wetlands, winding rivers, and shallow seas. Picture vast territories where water mingled with fertile land, creating an ideal environment for a creature of its size and needs. Paleontologists have found evidence that Spinosaurus lived near the boundaries of bodies of water, giving it access to both terrestrial and aquatic resources. The swamps and rivers of the Cretaceous were home to a diverse array of fauna. Shallow rivers provided the perfect stage for this monstrous predator to lurk in the shadows, waiting for the ideal moment to attack its prey. Additionally, riverside islands and calm lagoons were prime hunting grounds, as prey-like fish and marine reptiles wouldn't expect an assault from such an agile giant. This ability to move seamlessly between land and water gave it a unique advantage in its ecosystem, outmatching many of the predators of its time. An interesting aspect is that during this period, the climate was much warmer and more humid, fostering the proliferation of these aquatic zones and a flourishing, yet dangerous, ecosystem. Furthermore, the lagoons and swamps were densely vegetated areas, providing cover for both prey and Spinosaurus itself. This allowed for a stealthy hunting style, enabling it to approach its prey unseen, like some kind of aquatic phantom. Although Spinosaurus was undoubtedly the most feared predator in its ecosystem, it wasn't alone in the Middle Cretaceous. It shared its territory with other large dinosaurs and creatures that also vied for dominance over the landscape. Among them was Carcharodontosaurus, one of the largest predators of its time, rivaling Spinosaurus in size, though its hunting grounds were primarily terrestrial. While Spinosaurus hunted mainly in and around water, Carcharodontosaurus preferred open, dry plains, chasing large prey such as herbivorous dinosaurs. It also shared its ecosystem with a variety of giant fish like Matheronodon, an impressively large fish that formed part of the Spinosaurus's diet. Additionally, marine reptiles such as pliosaurs and prehistoric crocodiles inhabited the waters, creating fierce competition for aquatic resources. These animals didn't just compete for food, but also for control of the most nutrient-rich areas. As for the flora, the landscape would have been covered by riverside forests, with conifers, ferns, and palms dominating the vegetation. This not only provided refuge for much of its prey, but also served as a feeding ground for other herbivores, such as iguanodonts and hadrosaurs. Larger animals like ceratopsians and sauropods of the time were rare in the Spinosaurus's region due to its specialization in wetter environments, though they could still be found in some nearby areas. In summary, Spinosaurus lived in a diverse and vibrant ecosystem full of opportunities and challenges. It didn't just dominate the waters, it coexisted with some of the most fearsome predators of its era, earning it a prestigious place in prehistory. Its ability to navigate both terrestrial and aquatic worlds made it an adaptable and lethal giant, truly unique in its class. Spinosaurus aegyptiacus wasn't just a huge dinosaur, it was a true prehistoric colossus. This Middle Cretaceous monster reached lengths of between 15 and 18 meters, making it the longest known theropod to date. To put this in perspective, imagine a Tyrannosaurus Rex standing in front of you. The T-Rex, renowned as one of the most feared predators, measured about 12 meters long, meaning the Spinosaurus was easily 50% larger. When it comes to weight, Spinosaurus didn't fall short either. It's estimated to have weighed between 7 and 10 tons, putting it in the range of a modern African elephant. Compared to other dinosaurs, Spinosaurus was much lighter than a Giganotosaurus, which weighed around 8 tons but had a more robust build, or a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which, though smaller in length, was much heavier due to its strong, compact musculature. What makes Spinosaurus unique is that, despite its massive size, its anatomy was optimized for movement both in water and on land, making it more agile with a lighter weight-to-size ratio, ideal for its semi-aquatic lifestyle. The Spinosaurus's skull was incredibly elongated, similar to that of a modern crocodile, allowing it to have a mouth adapted for catching fish and other aquatic animals. Its skull reached up to 1.5 meters in length and housed an impressive array of conical teeth, perfectly designed to grip slippery prey like giant fish and marine reptiles. This feature is a clear indicator that Spinosaurus was a predator specialized for water, unlike other theropods that hunted on land. Its jaws were more powerful than those of many other dinosaurs, though not as strong as a T-Rex's, which had a bite capable of crushing bones with ease. What truly sets it apart from other dinosaurs is its dorsal sail, a bony structure protruding from its back. For a long time, it was thought to be a display feature, but recently it's been proposed that it might have served to regulate body temperature or even make it more visible during hunts. The sail's spines are believed to have been tall and thin, possibly covered with a layer of skin, giving it an even more terrifying appearance. This sail remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious aspects of its anatomy, and its exact function continues to be a subject of debate among paleontologists. As for its claws, Spinosaurus was no slouch. Its claws, reaching up to 30 centimeters long, were not only useful for fishing, but also for defense or even confronting other predators. It had large hands that allowed it to maintain a firm grip on prey, and those claws could handle the challenges of hunting in both aquatic and terrestrial environments. Although its posture was more upright than that of other dinosaurs, its claws gave it an edge in terms of speed and agility. There are other members of the Spinosauridae family, such as Baryonyx and Suchomimus, but Spinosaurus aegyptiacus is undoubtedly the largest and most formidable of them all. Compared to Baryonyx, which measured around 9 meters in length, or Suchomimus, which reached about 11 meters, Spinosaurus was a giant nearly twice as long. The other Spinosaurs were also specialized fish hunters, but none matched the size or the level of adaptation to a semi-aquatic lifestyle that Spinosaurus achieved. What truly sets it apart is its adaptation to an aquatic habitat. Spinosaurus developed an elongated body with a tail suited for swimming, similar to that of modern crocodiles, granting it impressive agility in water. Additionally, its skull and jaws were entirely different from those of other Spinosaurs. While other members of the Spinosauridae family had thicker, stronger jaws, Spinosaurus had a finer, more specialized mouth, adapted for catching fish. In summary, Spinosaurus aegyptiacus stands out as the giant of the Spinosauridae family due to its size, water-adapted anatomy, and specialization in fishing. Though it shared some similarities with its close relatives, its physical structure made it unique, especially when compared to other great predators of its time, like Tyrannosaurus Rex or Carcharodontosaurus. Its anatomy, which combined the best traits of both a terrestrial and aquatic hunter, gave it an edge over other predators, making it one of the most formidable creatures in prehistory. Spinosaurus aegyptiacus was not a scavenger but an active hunter specialized in fishing. Its anatomy and physical adaptations make it an expert fisher of its era. Unlike other large predators like Tyrannosaurus Rex, which relied primarily on brute strength to hunt large herbivores, Spinosaurus mastered the art of fishing, using its agility in both water and on land to capture prey. While many dinosaurs were active hunters, Spinosaurus was clearly specialized for an aquatic diet. Its elongated skull with fine conical teeth was perfect for catching large fish and aquatic reptiles. Additionally, its claws and elongated body made it exceptionally well suited for moving through water and fishing with skill, much like modern crocodiles. However, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that it might have also hunted smaller terrestrial prey, taking advantage of its speed and agility in both habitats. While there's no direct evidence that it was a scavenger, its hunting versatility would have positioned it well to seize any feeding opportunity, whether through active hunting or feeding on remains. Spinosaurus didn't just compete with other predators for resources. In many ways, it surpassed them. Its ability to move in both terrestrial and aquatic environments placed it in a privileged position. The rivers, swamps, and lakes of the Middle Cretaceous were teeming with life, from giant fish to marine reptiles, but they were also home to major competitors like Dinosaurus, another massive carnivore. However, Spinosaurus held an advantage over these predators because its ability to hunt in water gave it access to a distinct ecological niche where other dinosaurs couldn't compete with it. Dinosaurus, for example, though incredibly powerful and fast on land, was a terrestrial predator. If it faced a Spinosaurus in its aquatic habitat, it would hardly be able to compete on equal terms. In fact, many paleontologists believe that Spinosaurus, with its ability to hunt and move in water, was so uniquely specialized that it had virtually no direct competitors in its ecological niche, allowing it to become the dominant predator of the Cretaceous waters. To date, no prey remains have been found directly in the stomach of a Spinosaurus, but there is indirect evidence supporting its diet. Fossils of fish like Matheronodon and Hypsilophodon, creatures that would have been easily found in the same environment, suggest that Spinosaurus hunted giant fish, which likely made up a significant part of its diet. Additionally, Spinosaurus teeth have been discovered embedded in the fossils of some of its potential prey, indicating that this predator was actively involved in capturing aquatic animals. Paleontologists have studied bite marks on certain fish and reptiles that match the size and shape of Spinosaurus teeth, further reinforcing the idea that this dinosaur was an expert fisher. The structure of its jaw, with long, slender teeth, is additional proof of its specialization in catching slippery prey. Although no complete prey remains have been found inside its stomach, the fossil evidence continues to suggest that Spinosaurus had a diet primarily based on fish and aquatic reptiles, making it an incredibly effective predator in its environment. The Spinosaurus likely hunted in various ways, taking advantage of its aquatic environment to surprise its prey. One of its most effective methods might have been stalking in the water. Its elongated body and tail adapted for swimming would have allowed it to move silently beneath the surface, approaching its prey without being detected. This stealthy hunting strategy is somewhat similar to what modern crocodiles do, waiting for their prey to approach the shore before attacking quickly. On the shore, the Spinosaurus could also have ambushed its prey from an elevated point or from the shadows of the riparian vegetation. With its long claws and ability to move quickly in both water and land, it would have been capable of capturing fish or even larger reptiles in these moments of vulnerability. Regarding fights against large prey, it is likely that the Spinosaurus could confront animals such as marine reptiles or even other semi-aquatic dinosaurs, although its true specialty was fishing. Its jaw, adapted for catching fish, would not have given it the same advantage when facing larger terrestrial prey, but its agility in the water would have allowed it to defeat prey that other predators could not reach. In summary, the Spinosaurus was a predator specialized in hunting in the water, using techniques of aquatic stalking, ambushes on the shore, and taking advantage of its ability to capture large prey with its impressive claws and jaw. Its ability to move in both aquatic and terrestrial habitats made it a formidable predator, difficult to surpass in its ecosystem. What truly made the Spinosaurus aegyptiacus unique was its specialization in an aquatic ecological niche. While many large predators like the Tyrannosaurus Rex or the Carcharodontosaurus dominated terrestrial ecosystems, the Spinosaurus had managed to become the king of the swamps, rivers, and lagoons of the Middle Cretaceous. Its elongated body, adapted for swimming with great agility, its mysterious dorsal sail, and its jaw, specialized in fishing, made it the most feared predator of the waters. In an ecosystem full of predators that dominated the land, the Spinosaurus occupied a unique place. It could stalk its prey from the shadows of the water, ambush giant fish and aquatic reptiles with impressive skill, and have a clear advantage over terrestrial predators that could not compete with its ability in the water. This allowed it to avoid direct competition with other terrestrial predators and occupy a specialized ecological niche in capturing aquatic prey. Additionally, the Spinosaurus was also a great adapter. Its ability to move both on land and in water allowed it to be extremely flexible in its hunting behavior. Unlike other dinosaurs that relied entirely on their ability to run or attack on land, the Spinosaurus could switch its hunting environment depending on the situation, giving it a strategic advantage over other predators that were limited to a single habitat. In summary, what truly made the Spinosaurus so formidable and feared was not just its size or strength, but its unique adaptation to an aquatic habitat. While other large predators of the time dominated the land, the Spinosaurus reigned in the swamps and rivers of the Cretaceous, and its ability to move between these two worlds made it an incredibly efficient predator and a true giant of its ecosystem. The extinction of Spinosaurus aegypticus was likely due to a combination of environmental and ecological factors. By the end of the Middle Cretaceous, the planet underwent drastic climate changes, such as the reduction of water levels in many regions, which affected the aquatic habitats that the Spinosaurus dominated. The loss of aquatic habitats and competition with other terrestrial predators for resources may have contributed to its disappearance. Additionally, changes in the availability of prey would have been a significant factor. Its specialization in fishing made it vulnerable when aquatic ecosystems were disrupted. In recent years, fossils of Spinosaurus have provided fascinating discoveries. The discovery of a nearly complete skeleton in Morocco in the early 2000s revealed new details about its aquatic anatomy, such as the shape of its tail, which was entirely different from that of other dinosaurs. Remains of its skull and teeth have also been found, confirming its adaptation to a fish-based diet. These fossils, combined with advances in 3D scanning and analysis technology, have allowed paleontologists to better understand its morphology and behavior. The Spinosaurus has left an indelible mark on both paleontology and popular culture. Its appearance in the film Jurassic Park 3 made it one of the most famous dinosaurs, but it also sparked a debate about its characteristics and behavior. This interest in the Spinosaurus has driven further research and heightened curiosity about aquatic dinosaurs. In paleontology, it has been considered a key example of evolutionary specialization and how dinosaurs could adapt to vastly different environments, expanding our understanding of the habitats and behaviors of prehistoric predators. And there you have it, friends, Spinosaurus aegypticus, an impressive predator that ruled the waters of the Cretaceous. Its size, unique adaptations, and hunting strategies make it one of the most extraordinary hunters in history. What do you think? Do you believe it was the most fearsome predator of its time? That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support it with a like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you don't miss out on new content. Thanks for being part of this amazing community. See you soon in the next video.